Hey, little guy. Just fueled up early this morning at Osprey Marina here in South Carolina. And we're heading out, getting on our way for the day. It's so crazy motoring through this area. It's just like tall trees on both sides, kind of swampy with like the trees growing right in the water and all the roots sticking out and everything. Really, really neat area, especially to be going through on a boat. And to our right, we have a bridge being built. It's also to our left. The water is darker than my coffee. Definitely not Bahamas water. Look at this, holy smokes. It's like a motorcycle gang. It's absolutely crazy. These things are like little flies buzzing around everywhere. We're in like the Little River, North Myrtle Beach area, so these are all like rental jet ski people just cruising around. Nuts. It's a casino boat. Jesus, man, that thing is huge.
We are about to cross the South Carolina-North Carolina borderline.
And then once we cross that, we'll be in North Carolina. So we're almost in Southport, North Carolina, and we're passing through this area, Lockwood's Folly Inlet. I'll show you on the chart here. Right here, and all these marks say danger, don't follow the chart, follow the markers and all that. So I just called Towboat US just to confirm that if we stay in the channel here, follow the markers, that we'll be good. No shoals to worry about. So yeah, just a good lesson. Don't always follow the chart. You know, don't rely on just one single source. And if you're a Towboat US member, you can always call Towboat US to get some information. Yeah, there's this huge sandbar, super low tide, huge sandbars around here, and Sierra really wants to go run around with Jetty, but I don't know if there's a spot we can anchor. Check it out. Good morning, everybody. We're passing through Southport, North Carolina right now. Super cool area. So last night we stayed at a marina because there weren't any, good anchorages close by, and it was getting late, so it was time to stop. We just pulled into St. James Plantation Marina back a few miles and just tied up for the night. And we're just passing through Southport now. A little overcast, humid today. So this is one of the stops I stopped on Tula on my old sailboat, and it's a really, really cool little town. I wish we had time to walk around and explore it a little bit. We're about to start going up the Cape Fear River, and right on off our starboard side, down a little ways, is the Cape Fear Inlet, or Cape Fear River entrance. So the Cape Fear River has some of the strongest currents I've ever been in on a boat, up to like 6 knots I've been in, and I'm pretty sure we timed it right, so we're gonna catch the incoming tide and be pulled up the river with the current, probably double our speed. This is where a lot of people enter back onto the Intracoastal on the inside, because if you go on the outside here, we have Frying Pan Shoal offshore, and that's a really, really nasty area. The ocean can get really rough out there. You have to go like 20 or 30 miles out to clear the whole shoal and get away from any rough, nasty, shallow water. So a lot of people take the Intracoastal past this area, Cape Fear and Wilmington and Wrightsville Beach, or they run way offshore to get around that shoal. Sierra's just working on the computer back here.
Check out Jetty's vlog.
Check out Jetty's vlog, link in the description. So we're passing through the Carolina Beach area. Beautiful weather right now. The sun's back out, and we're back into some like semi-clear water. It's Friday, so everyone's out hanging out on the water on the beach. Jetty's hanging out, barking at everyone. Look how beautiful it is out right now. Would you say you want to swim?
We haven't been in the water in over a week.
Just swim next to the boat. I'll go really slow.
No, you'll run me over.
I would never.
We're going 7 knots. I can't swim 7 knots.
How'd you make it go so fast again?
Sunfast.
So we just passed Masonboro Inlet and then Mason Inlet a little to the north of that, and it's a really cool area. There's a big paddleboard race that goes on every year here called the Carolina Cup, and the race starts in the ocean and it goes north or south depending on the wind, and it goes through one inlet all around the backwaters in the Intracoastal and then out the other inlet and then back to the start. It's a really fun race. We didn't get to do it this year, unfortunately, but it's such a cool area and really neat seeing this area from a different perspective from on the boat instead. Check this out, Big Ray, I think. Big Ray. Right there, you see it? So we have a bridge coming up here. It looks like a swing bridge. And anytime you see a bridge, either on your chart or in person, you want to come over to your chart and take a good look at it. And right here it says vertical clearance 20 feet. So we have a vertical clearance about 12 or 13 feet. We call it 15 feet just to be conservative. Anything less than that, we're going to open the bridge. If that vertical clearance on the chart is at all less than your vertical clearance, then you just call them on the radio, either channel 9 or 13, and you request to have the bridge opened. And sometimes they have it on the schedule, on the hour, every half hour. And sometimes they just do it on request. As soon as you call, they'll clear the traffic and open the bridge. So this one we don't have to open because it's 20 feet tall. And that's how you go through a bridge on a boat. Also, there's these little marks right here, usually, like intervals, and depending on the depth of the water, it tells you precisely how tall that bridge is above the water. So we actually had 22 feet there because the tide was a little lower. Do you know them? Do you know them? Surf City Bridge, Neverland is all clear. Thanks for the opening. Uh-oh, Sierra, they're coming for us. Home for the evening. We're all anchored up, and we're actually in Camp Lejune here. It's a marine base, and there's a small little anchorage in here that we're anchored in. And I think sometimes you can't anchor here if they're doing drills around this area, but other than that, it's all open. And we got some weather coming through here. Another successful day on the water. We actually had the tide with us for like most of the day. We were going between 6 and 7 knots all day long, so it was awesome. I don't know how that worked out. But it did. We were cruising, made a lot of ground, and we didn't have to go through any windy, narrow South Carolina, Georgia Intracoastal. It was just straight. So we made a lot of ground today. No incidents. We'll see you guys next time.